Welcome to the forum of today. First of all, I would like to thank to all the audience in front of me. Thank you very much for attending this forum. I'm Ilyana Suha binti Muhammad Nur Izzuddin as your moderator for this forum today. Let me introduce to all of you about our panelists for today, because most of them have a lot of knowledge and experiences about topic that we will discuss today. Right on my left is Ms. Rishantini as Public of Africa. Beside her is Vishalani. She is currently a food safety supervisor at Maidin Mall. Next is Mrs. Swan Chen as food seller at Restaurant Damai Bangi. Our fourth panel is Puan Hani Nadira binti Alias as Public of Malaysia. At the end of the corner is a very experienced researcher, Dr. Nur Ain binti Abdul Razak, a specialist of food industries in Malaysia. Welcome to our forum today. Hope all of you was in a pink of health. Have you, like me, even wonder why many Malaysians don't finish the food on their table when they eat out? So our issue for this forum today is food waste. As we know, this issue is increasing day by day. If the community now give more attention about the issue, it will give bad impact to student, community and our beloved country, Malaysia. Without wasting our time, my first question is to our first panel, Rishantini, as Public of Africa. What do you think about food waste in Malaysia?
Thank you for the question, moderator. Yes, the Malaysians have spent a quarter of their income on foods and beverages. We may think nothing of unfinished buns and rice on our lunch plates or vegetables rotting away in our fridges, but their ultimate disposal has serious consequences on our environment. People must know that wasting food is not a good habit as it indicates a lack of self-awareness. Thank you.
As we know, Africa have food drought and other extreme weather. Now, I would like to ask Vishalani as food safety supervisor, what of the challenge to provide food in Malaysia?
Malaysia faces the challenges to provide food security, food safety and sustainable development in agriculture sector. Yet more than 30 procedures, food produced today lost and wasted. This kind of food waste represent a missed opportunity to improve the food safety. The solution for the food problem involves changes in consumer behavior and massive shift of industrial procedure and retailers. In order to manage the challenges of the construction a sustainable supply chain, it requires everyone, includes along a food chain supply, including policy makers, food procedures and services, and food customers. Thank you.
Thank you for the informative and interesting talk. Next question is for third panel, Ms. Swan Chen. Do you think food seller is the main cause of food waste?
Okay, thank you for the question. I don't think that food seller is the main cause of food waste. Why? Because we have our own plans for our daily business, and another reason is we cannot proceed too much quantity because it can let us gain loss. And for sure that every business person, they would like to gain profits. Thank you.
As netizen, Puan Hani, what can you do in your daily life to limit food waste?
Thank you, moderator, for the question. First of all, I will short, smart and realistically. It sounds simple, but this is the most important thing that I must do. When I go food shopping, I will make sure that I don't buy too much food. Next, don't overserve when cooking. I will make sure that I don't overserve for family and friends when I'm cooking the meals. Using the small plates can help that too. Last, I will make sure that I have to store the food in the right place. Okay, thank you.
Sorry for the interrupt. In my opinion, first point is shop the refrigerator before going to the store. Use food at home before buying more. Second point is keep the refrigerator at 40 degrees or below to prolong the life of food. My third point is check the product dates. We should buy the product before date expired. My last point is donate food. Donate food to the food bank, food pantries and rescue programs. Thank you.
There are a few ways we can do in our daily life to limit our food waste. Then, I would like to ask our specialist in food industry, Dr. Nur Ain, what is estimated food waste thrown annually?
First of all, thank you for inviting me to this forum. According to Solid Waste Corporation of Malaysia statistic, there is an increase of more than 4,000 metric tons of wasted food. This figure will increase especially during Ramadan and festive. The total of wasted food during Ramadan this year reached 615,000 metric tons. We can conclude that it can reach up to 700,000 metric tons or more food that are being wasted annually. Thank you.
If you think that's not alarming enough to get us questioning our habit, think again. Okay, as food seller, Ms. Lik Swan Chen, how do you settle those food that didn't sell out?
Thank you for the question. According to my business, the food that we provide to customers totally been sold out because we provide various type of foods that attracts customers, and then they will buy a lot of foods. But it still have a few that didn't sold out. The action that I will take is I will give to my neighbor or my families, but sometimes they don't want to get it because it's been put for the past few hours. And honestly, the action that I will take is to throw those food. Thank you.
Sorry for another interruption. In my opinion, the food can be donated to charitable organizations such as food bank, pantries, or other food recovery organizations. The food can be due to oversupply to market individuals or eating habits. The food waste can be reduced by converting into useful form organic fertilizers to reduce health problems. These are the ways to reuse the balanced food. Thank you.
I would like to ask our netizen, as Malaysian, do you think food waste one of the reasons of global issue? Thank you, moderator, for the second question. Yes, I think food waste is one of the reasons of global issues. 1/3 of food produced is globally wasted. There is 1.3 billion tons of food that is never be eaten. When foods end up in landfill, it decomposes without oxygen, and as a result, it releases a methane, a harmful greenhouse gas. The more food that we wasted, the more food that we need to produce. Thank you. Okay, next, Dr. Nur Ain. What adverse effect will happen if the problem of food waste is still going on?
The effect that will happen if the problem of food waste is still going on is it will affect Malaysia's trade balance, which is import performance is higher than total export. Year to year, import of consumption goods, which contribute 8.9% of total export, recorded an increase 888 million to 7.1 billion from 2014 to 2018. Supposedly, country need to increase export and reduce import. But however, the problem of food waste causes the country need to import more consumption good as demand for consumption good increase. Thank you.
Thank you for the informative and interesting talk. We continue the next question after the commercial break. forum to discuss our issue. Okay, as food safety supervisor, how to develop a food safety plan?
Thank you to moderator for the question. The first step is list hazard. Hazard is anything may cause the food to be unsafe for human consumption. The second point is identify preventive measurements and their control limits. List measurements and the control limits to identify the problems by step of the operation. The third point is establish monitoring procedure. The control limits will mean that any loss of control identified so that corrective action can be taken before food become unsafe. The fourth point is keep records. Maintain the monitoring records to evaluate whether the preventive measurements of become adequate. Based on the society role, the main role is parents should educate their children from about do not waste their foods in their daily life. The second point is teachers should help give more programs and activities regarding to food waste. The third point is media social is the main point of giving advertisement about food waste and uses about other countries suffering for food, such like our friend from Africa are suffering for the food in their daily lifestyles. Thank you.
Thank you for the information. Okay, when you cook for the large quantity of food, do you will care about the cleanliness of food, Miss Swan Cheng?
Okay, thank you. For when I get a large order from customer, I'm sure that I cannot take care 100% of hygiene because we have a lot of things have to settle and we have limited times and limited workers. And for example, we cannot ready or prepare the foods a days before the date of the dates that customer requires. Thank you.
Sorry for interrupt. Practicing a good hygienic is essential of food safety. There are basic steps for hygienic practice should be followed while they are established. The first point is clean your uniform. This is a simple goal. Bring your pathogens as possible to work. The second point is wash your hand. Washing your hand after using the resting room, after a break, and after touching your hair or face. And the third point is wearing a hair cover. Wearing a hair cover, it should help to keep the hair from falling into the food you produce. The fourth point is clean and trim your fingernails. When you washing your hands, you should take time to scrub your finger underneath of the fingernails to be clean. Thank you.
Keep clean is very important to avoid another problem. Okay, Puan Hani, as public of Malaysia, how to be aware about food waste in future generations?
Okay, thank you moderator for the last question. In my opinion, to be aware about food waste in future generations, the people in charge should have more campaigns about this issue. They need to pay attention about this issue. Next, they also need to increase the advertisement on your people or your country who do not have enough food to make us realize that not everyone is able to eat. Thank you.
Sorry for interrupt. I strongly agree with Puan Hani opinion, but I also would like to give some opinion
We can also impose fine for those who waste excessive food, especially among food seller and hotel manager. Most of food seller and hotel manager provide large quantities of food, and excessive food or food that are not finished will be thrown away. This is very worrying. By imposing fine, they will think twice before throw away excessive food, and they will think wisely how to reduce food waste. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Narayan, for the opinion. With our perception limited to only our linear observation of day-to-day routines and happenstance, it's easy to assume that our actions do not have consequence. But when it comes to food wastage out of sight, it's not out of mind. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, now we come to question and answer session. There will be one session is for 2 or 3 questions. Now I'm going to read the question from the Twitter. The first question is, I am student from Sekolah Menengah Teknik Terengganu. I always saw canteen seller throw away a lot of food. I'm curious, why they throw those food? Okay, according to the question, Ms. Swan Cheng as food seller, can you give an opinion why those food are thrown away?
Thank you. And according to that Twitter, in my opinions, the sellers will take that action because they want to avoid the foods being sold at the next days, and it also can avoid students get food poison. Thank you.
I hope the opinion from Mrs. Swan Cheng can answer Nur Farhana's question. Okay, let's move on to the next question. I saw this photo at news about these children from Africa. I feel so sad and cannot imagine if I was them. Okay, according to this question from Twitter, I would like to ask Visha from Africa, did you face this situation before?
Thank you for the question, moderator. Yes, I have faced this situation before that, so that I'm very lucky because my parents will try hard to find a few foods for us. Thank you.
Thank you for using our forum hashtag. We have a lot of questions, but we only managed to answer 2 questions because we don't have enough time. On top of that, efforts to compose wastes should be made commercial and perhaps even compulsory by the government as part of introducing sustainability into our daily living. All in all, it takes an entire nation to spark awareness surrounding the issue, and we all know that as Malaysians, we often only need the right push. I would like to give a lot of thanks to all our panelists today because spend their time to discuss about this issue and give some useful information to us. Thank you for your attention. I end this forum with Assalamualaikum, Syekh Nandri.